to be in the most vulnerable groups in the world is something to be proud of. Not everyone can make it because only the best can. This year, the Marine Corps will celebrate its birthday with the theme, Team Marines at 72, katuwang ng bawat Pilipino tungo sa mas mapayapa, maunlad at nagkakaisang bansa.
Pilipinas, atin ito. The Philippine Marine Corps shall always defend the Filipino people and ensure territorial integrity and sovereignty at all times. As we shift to external defense operations, the Philippine Marine Corps shall ensure that all threats to national security, either future or current threats, are addressed.
Mula sa pinakadilaang probinsya, ang Batanes, lubos ang aking pasasalamat sa inyong patuloy na serbisyo sa bayan
towards a robust economy, sustained equity, and a unified city.
Ang kapayapaan ng susi sa kaunlaran ng isang lalawigan.
At nararamdaman ko ang tunay na serbisyo ng Philippine Marines sa pamayanan ng sambayanang Pilipino.
Tayo po ay nagpapasalamat
towards the pursuit of lasting peace ay napamumuhay ng aking mga kababayan.
Happy birthday, Team Marines. May salute.
Happy 72nd Philippine Marines birthday! Mabuhay po kayong lahat!
A force of combined arms, there is no finer fighting organization in the world. We are Marines, transform the most difficult and dangerous defense, safeguarding our territorial waters and protecting our country's shores. Philippine Marine Corps, the fabric of the Filipino nation.
The Philippine Marine Corps shall ensure that all threats to national security are addressed.
At this point, may we request Major General Charlton Sean M. Garlan, the Commandant, Philippine Marine Corps, to give his remarks, to be followed by the reaffirmation of the Marine Oath.
Before I start my remarks, allow me to acknowledge our distinguished guests today. First to our guest of honor speaker, the 17th President of the Republic of the Philippines and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., sir. The Officer in Charge of the Department of National Defense, Senior Undersecretary Jose C. Faustino, sir, Jr., sir. The Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, Lieutenant General Bartolome Vicente O. Bacaro, sir. The Naval Inspector General, representing the Acting Flag Officer in Command of the Philippine Navy, Major General Jonas R. Lumawag, and wife Lynn, the Presidential Advisor on Military and Police Affairs, Secretary Roman Felix, sir. Honorable Manuel Jose Dalipe from the 2nd District of Zamboanga City, sir. Members of the Philippine Coast Guard led by Coast Guard Admiral Artemio Abu, represented by Coast Guard Vice Admiral Rolando Lisor Punsalan, the Deputy Commandant for Operations. The Philippine Army commanders present, led by the Commanding General of the Philippine Army, Lieutenant General Romeo S. Brownell Jr. and wife Melody. The Commanding General of the Philippine Air Force, represented by Vice Commander, Philippine Air Force, Major General Arturo Cordura. The Commander of the Eastern Mindanao Command, Lieutenant General Greg Almerol and wife Lynette. Our former commandants here present, led by the most senior Brigadier General Eduardo Cabanlig, may I request the commandants and their lovely ladies to please stand, sir. Yes, sir. All the previous commandants of the Philippine Marine Corps. Thank you so much for your presence. General Flag Officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, Senior Officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, members of the Foreign Armed Forces Attaché Corps, led by Colonel Mrs. Gendran Masarapan Marudupan of Singapore. All the Papas, please stand to be recognized. Thank you for coming. Senior enlisted leaders, civilian human resource, our awardees, distinguished guests, Marines, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First of all, I'd like to thank God for another wonderful day as we are graced with the gift of life, good health, and people. To go, mahirap ito. Cordura, 1950, which was conducted. I swear to be always a true Marine. So help me God. Thank you, sirs. Please be seated. As we expect the arrival of our shore-based anti-ship missiles next year and the shore-based anti-air defense system in the near future, the Marine Corps should also contribute to our self-reliant defense program. In the 1970s, the Philippine SRDP was way beyond than those of other countries. In fact, scientists from Israel and China were observing the creation of the Bongbong rocket. We already had fiberglass technology, long-range missiles launched from submarines and from the air. We were ahead in solar energy, all-terrain vehicles, laser technology, and wave energy. As a recognition of these efforts, we were supposed to have with us today Engineer Antonio Alonte, the lead scientist of Project Santa Barbara, which included all these projects. But because he was so excited last night, he was not able to sleep the whole night and is now feeling very weak. Thank you, sir, for sharing with us your insights on self-reliance and for sharing all the old pictures that we have in the gallery. As we are and always will be Let competence and character be the defining traits of every Marine as we march forward in the years to come. Let us always carry this along with our legacy of karangalan, katungkulan, and kabayanihan in the proud service of the Filipino people. To our distinguished guests here today, it's our honor and pleasure to be with you as we celebrate our birthday. To all Marines as far north as those in Mabulis Island in Batanes, west in the vast waters surrounding the Kalayaan Island groups, and as far down south in Pangungan in Tawi-Tawi, congratulations for splendidly fulfilling your duties and responsibilities for God, country, and people. Happy birthday, Marines! Hua!
Thank you very much, sir.
At this point, may we request everyone to focus your attention at the screens in front for the audio-visual presentation during our President's time as a member of the Marine Basic Officer Course Class 1. At this juncture, may we invite the Officer in Charge, Department of National Defense, Senior Undersecretary Jose C. Faustino Jr. to introduce our keynote speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr.
Thank you very much, USEC Jose Faustino Jr. Please take your seats. Chief of Staff, AFP, Lieutenant General Bartolome Vincent Bacaro, Philippine Navy Inspector General Major General Jonas Lumawag, Philippine Marine Corps Commandant Charlton Shanet Garlan, to all our gallant Marines, their families, the stakeholders, the employees, service personnel of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. This is a remarkable day for all as we celebrate the 72nd birthday of the Philippine Marine Corps. But let me just say before I go on with my speech that it was a very pleasant surprise to relive the time that I spent with the Marines. And it was really the beginning of my time in the military. And it is a time that I had found that I was a little intimidated to go. Mahirap ito, mga Marines, masyadong ganyan mga yan. They're tough. They're a tough bunch. At again, yung sinabi ko dun sa interview, the Marines taught me that even if you think you cannot manage it, if you dig deep, you will be able to. And that is just one of the many, many lessons that I learned when I spent time with the Philippine Marine Corps and in the military. The other invaluable lesson is a lesson of camaraderie, which I have not found anywhere else outside of the military. That form of camaraderie and brotherhood that is formed between people who live together, who fight together, who bleed together, is a different kind of camaraderie. It is a different form of brotherhood. And it is something that is more valuable than anything else, especially for those in the military. So today I take great pride in watching the success of the Philippine Marine Corps that started as a group of volunteers and is evolving now to be a capable force under the Philippine Navy. Let me extend my most sincere congratulations to everyone who has made this possible, past and present. I am one with the Filipino people to commend the accomplishments of the Marine Corps through the years, especially in securing and fostering peace and order in our country. It began when you fought the communist armed forces in the 1950s. You have also defended the nation from terrorist and separatist groups in the succeeding years. During the disasters and emergencies, they can always be counted on to respond to the call of duty. So despite the challenges that you have endured and surpassed, you still prove to be courageous and resilient in helping our countrymen in times of emergencies and calamities. I thank you all for always being true Marines and going above and beyond. Your bravery has greatly enabled the Filipinos in contributing to nation-building efforts. and the nation-building efforts of this administration, we count once again on that support from the Marine Corps. It is also laudable you have been at the forefront of our efforts towards securing our littoral zones, which also mirrors the administration's commitment to protect the country's territorial integrity. Indeed, your determination and your commitment and the valor that you demonstrate in protecting our nation from various threats to our peace and security is a testament not only to your faithfulness to duty, but also your loyalty and patriotism to the motherland. You have been among the beacons of pride, service, and strength of our nation. I hope that you will continue to demonstrate exemplary service and nationalism as you have always shown throughout your history. May you pass on these virtues to the next generation of Marines. We will work harmoniously towards our collective goal of serving the Filipino people, asserting our sovereignty, as well as defending the country's territorial integrity. I'm confident that with you, we will be able to protect the Republic of the Philippines from all threats, to sustain our identity and promote our national interest for the benefits of all. Let me assure you that the government remains firm and committed to enhancing the Marine Corps by means of the AFP modernization. We use the resources to provide each of you the support that will help you fulfill your responsibilities, realize your full potential, and to achieve success in your mission. As the leader of our nation and your Commander-in-Chief, I assure you of my full support for the continued success of the armed forces of the Philippines and the Marine Corps. Once again, happy birthday, Marines! Mabuhay kayong lahat!
Thank you, Mr. President. Let us again give the President a round of applause. May we request the President to please remain standing for the giving of the simple token as a form of utmost appreciation for gracing our 72nd Marine Birthday celebration, to be given by the Commandant, Philippine Marine Corps. The citation will now be read by the Marine Corps Adjutant.
The Philippine Marine Corps Ginunting Polo is presented to His Excellency Ferdinand Bongbong Romualdez Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines, in commemoration of the 72nd birthday celebration of the Philippine Marine Corps on November 7, 2022 at Jurado Hall Bonifacio Naval Station, Fort Bonifacio, Taguig City. The Gununting Bolo drew its name from the Filipino word gunting, which means scissor, the blade which resembles a scissors blade that is typically 20 inches in length. The gununting originated from the central region of the Philippines. It is the principal bladed weapon of the Kitty Tertia Kali used by the Philippine Marine Corps. It is the official weapon of the Marines when it comes to close hand-to-hand combat fighting.
Likewise, as a token of appreciation, the Commandant Philippine Marine Corps will also present a Philippine Marine Pattern Battle Dress uniform, which is worn by our Marines. Thank you, sirs. Please